In what has become the new norm in the country's capital, city residents have been treated to a reign of chaos and theatrics, seen as a quick fix to supremacy politics and the city's problems, under a chaotic 2-year reign of Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko. Worried that the chaos could sink the city into a mess, a section of Nairobi leaders this week called for sobriety and an audit of the county finances, tenders and key infrastructure projects as queries on the impact of the city revenues, now under investigation by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission EACC, continue to rise.
It is a tragedy of untold proportions that as we speak, the Nairobi City County is mortally ill with one foot in the grave, suffering the triple calamity of a governor without a deputy, a non-functional executive, and an assembly that is in shambles.
Tangu tuchaguliwe 2017 mpaka sasa imeelekea miaka miwili, hatujakuwa na mkutano wowote na gavana wa Nairobi.
Kila mbunge hapa na seneta ako na wafuasi wa kutosha kwamba tutafanya jiji hili lijue kwamba kuna uongozi mbadala kama uongozi wako umeshindwa kufanya kazi.
Problems in the country's flagship county kicked in after the resignation of President Uhuru Kenyatta's preferred choice for the Deputy Governor Polycarp Igathe, who resigned in January 2018. The governor's refusal to accommodate former State House officer and County Secretary Peter Kariuki, who was later fired, exposed the power play between City Hall and State House. The resignation of Janet Ouko and the subsequent sackings of several chief executives, among them Sonko's Mr. Fix-It and Super CEC in charge of finance and planning, Charles Kerich, further exposed a city engulfed in a leadership crisis.
Poor leadership, where the governor is still in a populist political maneuvers rather than really being the CEO and taking charge of the county and ensuring that the systems are working and ensuring that everybody who is supposed to be in the leadership are there. Because of that poor leadership, we have failed to get some oppositions filled because he thinks they're not necessary, and every governance structure has its own checks and balance. In the absence of that, nobody is properly able to question or to account for what the governor is doing.
Amid the leadership crisis, where Governor Sonko claims cartels want to destabilize his administration, forcing him to sack some of his officials, the clamor to control City Hall became imminent on the return of Speaker Beatrice Elachi, where two factions, one opposing her return, led by former Majority Leader Abdi Guyo, and the Sonko-led faction, backing Elachi, turned City Hall into a boxing ring, where Sonko-Elachi faction eventually gained control.
Investors are losing, construction workers are losing, Nairobi is losing millions of money because of lack of understanding of the magnitude of this problem.
2022 politics also seems to have a hand in the ongoing wars, with those who plan to seek various elective seats, especially that of the governor, seeking to outshine the sitting governor to better their odds in the next election, as Sonko digs in his heels. Apul Kamau, Punchline.